there, my name is Kathy, and thank you so much for coming to my channel, Kraftykathy. If this is the first time that you've ever been to my channel, I'd like to say welcome. I am so thankful that you're here. And for you guys that are returning, you know I love you from the bottom of my heart. Well, today I have for you guys something that's a little out of the box for me. I'm doing a collab with Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie, and I am so super excited to be doing this collab with her. We're going to talk about Lisa Marie just a little bit later on in the video, but we decided to do gorgeous Dollar Tree neutral DIYs. And you guys know that the usual neutral color scheme is like blacks, whites, grays, browns, beigey color. It's pretty much the absence of bright colors. And I'm usually a little extra, and I do a lot of bright things a lot of times. So at first it was kind of tough for me to get in the mode of doing neutral. But by the time this collab was over with, I was like, bring on the neutral. Let's do this thing. And I actually put some of it in my house, and I love the way it looks. And so I'm going to kind of start calming things down in there a little bit. Doing a giveaway in this video because last week we reached 7,000 subscribers. We're very fast growing, and I am super excited and very thankful for that. All you have to do is be a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that little red subscribe button and become a part of our family. I think you're going to love it. Our motto here is we have love and laughs and DIYs. We have a bunch of love amongst ourselves in our little community. And we have laughs because it's always a hoot around here. And not to mention, we have the DIYs. So make sure that you get in on this giveaway, become a subscriber, and good luck to everybody. Now, with all that being said, let me know how you like my Dollar Tree neutral DIYs, and let's just round up our little executive producer and let's sing our silly little theme song to the channel because that's all we have left to do. Then we're going to jump into our DIYs. Guys, I found my executive producer. He was in the back putting on his neutral bow tie, getting ready for the DIYs. So, are you ready to sing our silly little theme song? All right then. On our channel, we got love and laughs and DIYs. We got love and laughs and DIYs. We got some love and laughs and DIYs. We got the love and laughs and DIYs. Yeah. And we got pugs in neutral ties. Yeah. Woohoo, baby. Yeah. Let's jump on into these DIYs. I love you. I just love to be silly and have a good time. All right, we're going to start off using one of these brand new calendars that came out from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to be using this one that says Enjoy the Little Things. And we're using the October that says Fall in Love. And here is the picture. We're going to put it on this plaque. Now, do you know what this plaque is, guys? This plaque is actually the top to a little plastic table. You would never know because it looks like a plaque. But, I mean, by the time we get done, it's going to be a plaque. So, what I did was I took my little white paint that I have from Home Decor brand, and I had to put it in a mason jar because if you remember when they shipped it to me, it spilled everywhere. So, I'm just going to give this one quick coat all over it just to give it a new look because it looked a little worn. It's been outside for Lord knows how long, and the sun's bleached it and everything else. But anyways, we're just going to give it one little coat so that it will not show underneath that calendar. I hope everyone had a great week and everybody's being safe and healthy. And I am so thankful, guys, that we have reached 7,000. Well, we're over 7,000 now, but I am so happy You know, a few months ago when I started, I never thought that we would be at this point so quickly. So I'm really happy about that, and I have you guys to thank for that. Now, all you have to do to get in on that $20 Amazon gift card giveaway is to simply be a subscriber. Click that little red button down on the right-hand side, and boom, you're a subscriber. And yes, I do check when I have an app that picks the winner, and I do check and make sure that you are a subscriber, because this is specifically for my subscribers to show my appreciation for you guys. So the calendar page says Fall in Love, and I loved it. It had beautiful neutral colors on it. And I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to kind of push with my fingers all around this shape so I will have a perfect template to cut out. So I cut it out, and I'm going to put a pretty good amount of Mod Podge down. I don't want it so wet that it's goopy and sopping wet because we don't want wrinkles. So I just simply laid it down and laid that calendar page right over the top of it, and it fit like a glove. I did use my little Mod Podge roller there that Plaid sent me just to make sure that we didn't have any wrinkles. Then I used my fingers to push it down the rest of the way, and it was perfect. I used a little bit of that apple barrel color called Territorial Beige and this tiny little brush because it gives me really good fine point. And so I just kind of colored in that sunflower because it had a little yellow on it, and we don't want yellow, we're doing neutral. So I used that little brown color to cover up that flower. Then I'm going to use my mineral chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to go all the way around the plaque on the edges and distress it really well with my little small brush. Guys, everybody's been asking me about these brushes. They're in my Amazon storefront, but they've been out of stock for a while, so you can look and see they may be back in stock by now, but those are my favorite brushes to distress with. I took one of these Dollar Tree twigs that I got last year, and I am just going to glue that right to the top to make this plaque look like a little pumpkin. Then I took a couple of those little small wooden leaves that I got off of Amazon, and they're in my store too in case you're interested, and I'm just going to kind of distress over them. I don't fully paint them. I do like a distressing motion. I glued one of my little solar wood flowers to the middle down at the bottom, and it's one of the ones that shows the wood because that's a beautiful neutral color, and I thought it was awesome. And then I put the two little leaves, one on each side of the plaque. I distressed just a little bit more around the edges, and I kind of rubbed it in with my finger just to get it, you know, like I said, sometimes the finger is the best tool. It just rubs it in and gives it the perfect distress look. I took two leaves that I actually picked up in Florida a couple of weeks ago on vacation. They fell from a magnolia tree, and I thought they were so beautiful. I picked them up, and that's what I'm going to use for my leaves at the top of my pumpkin. I took two of the little Dollar Tree pine cones and put one on each side of my solar wood flower. And I took one of these, just a little raffia bow that was already pre-made on one of these little tiny Dollar Tree pumpkins, and I'm going to reuse that, and I'm going to put it at the top of my little pumpkin, and I'm going to add a neutral flower to finish this beauty off. There she is. You could hang this up or set it out as a plaque. DIY number 2. My local thrift store has a section up front where you can get stuff for free, and that's where I got this old picture frame because all it was just the frame itself. And I'm just going to lay it on this foam core board from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to trace out the shape, and that's what we're going to use for the backing of our picture. I found this gorgeous fabric placemat at the Dollar Tree. It's black and white, and I thought it was so pretty and so modern looking. We're going to glue that to the backing here. Then I'm simply just going to cut off the excess and then take some of it and glue it around. And I'm going to give this old frame one good coat of my home decor black and watch it come to life. It's kind of like me when I do a little maintenance, go get my hair did or my nails did, I come out, I just feel like $1,000,000. All it takes is just a little maintenance to make me feel new again. I've got this beautiful wooden leaf cutout that I got from the Dollar Tree, and all I'm going to do is take some Waverly antique wax and just kind of slap it on there and use a baby wipe to rub it in real good. Make sure I get it on all the edges and all the little creases of the leaf. I got so upset with myself right after I finished putting this white thread all around this leaf. I realized I did not even record that part. So I showed you it's just the little white twine that you get in the automotive section. And all I did was just hot glue it all around the pattern of this leaf. Then I just take that leaf and I'm going to glue it smack dab in the middle of my beautiful picture. Then I took the word thankful out of that little package that comes from the Dollar Tree that has the 3 little metal signs in it. Took the word thankful and I put my coat of Mod Podge down because the glue doesn't like to stick to that metal. So I put a little coat of Mod Podge down so that I can put my black home decor paint on it, and it stuck perfectly and it doesn't chip off as much or as quickly. Then I cut off a couple of small pieces of the skewer and I painted them black, and I'm going to put those on the back of that thankful sign. And my idea for doing that was just to give it a little pop so it would kind of come out from the picture a little bit and just give it a different texture, like a little 3D look. Then I simply just glued that right to the center of that leaf. Then I'm just going to take some of that automotive twine again, and I'm going to go around my 2 fingers probably about 6 or 7 times, and then just tie it in the center and just make a simple little bow that's going to go toward the top of the leaf. And then I'm going to take 3 of my beautiful little solo wood flowers and I'm going to put those on my leaf also. And that finished this beautiful picture off. It was so sweet and simple, but the colors, the brown with the black and white, is breathtaking.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain. Well, take it in the view. You will find that life is great.
I want to talk about my collab partner for just a moment. Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. I love the name of her channel. That's so sweet. Guys, she's so talented. She does some Kirkland and Pinterest dupes, thrift flips, farmhouse. She's got some wreath making videos, shabby chic, cottagecore. Lisa Marie does it all. And guys, she has the most beautiful and peaceful and sweet voice. You guys will fall in love with her like I have. I think she's so sweet. I love watching her make stuff. She's a doll. Guys, when you finish watching my video, please go over and watch Lisa Marie's, and let's talk about this giveaway. What are we going to do about this giveaway? We've got this $20 Amazon gift card that we've got to give to somebody. So hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that little red subscribe button and become a subscriber. That's all you have to do. I'm going to announce the winner in my community tab on the 16th, next Thursday. Now let's get into DIY number 3. I forgot to record the first part of this DIY, and I'm so sorry. All I did was take a small vase from the Dollar Tree, one of the small round vases, and a cardstock, piece of cardstock from Hobby Lobby. It's the white and gray that has the cotton stems on it. And all I did was just cut it to size, and I put my Mod Podge on my glass and stuck my cardstock to it. And this is the last part of it where I'm just sealing it and making sure that all my edges are on really well. I think it's because I didn't have a specific plan for this DIY, and so I just forgot to hit the record button. I don't know what was up with me this week, and I am so sorry. I took 2 of my little wooden leaves that I got off of Amazon, and I took that color Steel by Waverly, and I just painted these 2 little leaves to go on my jar or my vase. And here is perfect proof to show you that I did not know where this DIY was going. I'm going to show you this even though I did not end up using it at the end. I just took one of those white ropes from the Dollar Tree and I unraveled it, and I'm going to use one little piece of the rope, and I went around the top and the bottom part of that vase. I have some gorgeous transfers that came from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you guys seen these, but I love these. And I cut out the word gather so I wouldn't have to use the Cricut. And all I did was I wanted to put this on my vase, but I wanted it to pop. So I looked around and I found some chalkboard labels that I had, and I painted one of them white and put it in the middle of the vase. And then I put the word gather on top of it because it was in black, and that way it would pop. And wouldn't you just know it, when I found those chalkboard labels, I found these beautiful strips of I think they're called jewel stickers from Dollar Tree. Didn't even know I had any more. And I thought, man, those would be beautiful to go around the top. And they're neutral. They don't have any color to them unless you want to say gray and white. So anyways, I put this around the top and around the bottom after I tore off that rope. I just didn't like the way it looked. It just never settled right with me anyways. You know what I mean? I didn't know where this craft was going, but I was so happy with the end result, y'all. Then I just took a simple Sharpie and made little stitching all the way around the border of that little chalkboard label just so it would pop. And it's the little details in your DIYs that absolutely make them beautiful. I stand by that, and you just trust the process. I always tell myself when a DIY starts going south, or if I don't know how it's going to turn out, or I don't have a plan, I just tell myself, trust the process, Kathy, trust the process. And those are the ones that usually turn out great. Then I took my little wood leaves that I had painted with the steel color, and I just outlined them with the black Sharpie. I went Sharpie crazy, guys. Then I just put those 2 leaves on my vase above the word gather. I took one of those small pine cones from the Dollar Tree, and I took my Waverly color Steel, and I just kind of ran that gray color through that pine cone so that it would match, and then I dried it, and then I'm going to stick it right over the top of my little leaves. Oh, now here comes the fun part. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, if I was going to place a candle in this or if I was going to do flowers in this. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do both. I'm just going to be extra and I'm going to do me. And so this is how I usually do my solo wood flowers. Instead of dunking them in the paint, I like to spritz them with my little sprayer that I have, and it's one of those continuous mist sprayers, and then I just use the paint, and that water causes the paint to run down in the flower petals, and it paints it beautifully with no mess. So I just painted a couple of these little flowers, and we're going to see what we can do here. I took a little LED candle that I've had, and I just placed it down inside of the vase, and there was a space around it, and that's what I used to put the flowers in there. And I just added some of those solo wood flowers. I put a little pumpkin pick in there that was gray and white checkered, and I just put some light colored like beige and white leaves, some white mums, some beige mums. I just kind of added a little bit of everything, but guys, this is probably my favorite DIY of the whole bunch. And what I think made it so pretty was those yellowish color, I'm not even sure what they are. They look like twigs to me. I mean, I didn't look at the name of them, but they're that yellowy brown color that's sticking up in the back behind that pumpkin. Guys, those are just beautiful in anything. And here it is lit up, guys. I just think it's beautiful.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And
we're already on our last DIY. I've got one of those planters, I guess you could call it. It's called a planter dish from the Dollar Tree. And I'm simply going to just take the sticker off of it. I'm going to give it one quick coat of my Home Decor brand white chalk paint. I did the inside and out because I wanted this to look like wood. So the first thing you have to do is your layer of the white chalk paint. And of course I dried it with my little craft dryer in between painting it. I took my Waverly Antique Wax and I'm just going to go all around the inside and the out with this. And I'm going to use a distressing brush, and I go about this in a distressing type motion. And of course I'm going to dry it before I flip it over and do the outside part also. And when this dries, it's something about, I guess, using the distressing brush or whatever, it actually does look like a wooden plate. I think it's because the brush strokes actually creates the look or the texture of wood. I have a black candlestick that's from a previous DIY. It came from the Dollar Tree. All I needed to do was just touch it up with some black paint, and then I'm going to find the center of my little platter and put it in the middle there, glue it together. Sorry for all that meowing. My cat was following me around, and for some reason it's hard for me to find a quiet place to do my voiceovers. I put in some Dollar Tree Spanish moss. I put the empty ribbon roll in the middle of this just to give it some height. And at first I was going to put a pumpkin there. And then I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm so over everything being pumpkin because pumpkins aren't all fall is about. I put down some brown potpourri. It's the vanilla scent and it's really pretty. It has a lot of browns in it. And then I put down a couple of those little decorative orbs or balls, whatever you call them, and put another candle that's lit in the middle of this. I took some Dollar Tree twine and I wound it around my fingers about 5 times, tied it in the middle, and then I cut the ends of it off. And I do that 2 times and put it together in like a cross formation, and it makes almost like a messy bow. It looks like a star or something that's made from the jute twine. It just kind of flails out every which way, and I call it a little messy bow. I've heard these called jute flowers too. So what I did was look for something to put right in the center of it because I felt that it needed it. And I settled with one of my beautiful Totally Dazzled jewels right in the center. Oh, and hey, I have a discount code for you guys if you use my link to Totally Dazzled, and I will put that down in the description box below. I burned off any little fuzzies that was on there before I put it on my candle. Then I chose that cream ribbon, the one that looks like lace, and I'm just going to wrap it around the middle part of the candle. I started off with this small, shorter candle, and then I swapped over to a medium size that was a little bit taller than that one just because I felt that it needed the height. And that was it, guys. I set my candle down and this DIY was done. It was very simple, very quick and put together, and I just think it's beautiful. Once again, I love the browns and the blacks together, and then that cream color of that candle just pulled it all together, and then that Totally Dazzled jewel just gave it a little something, you know? And for a final reveal, I'm going to show you guys all of my crafts together here in just a moment. I hope that you enjoyed these, and guys, please don't forget to go by and say hello to Lisa Marie and let her know that I sent you. And I hope that you will subscribe to her channel give her some love. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet so you can get in on that giveaway. I'm going to announce it on my community tab next Thursday, which is going to be the 16th. I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a blessed week. And thank you so much to everyone and anyone that stayed to the end of this video, especially the new subscribers. And here's a quick little picture of me and Penny Pio. I like to put some of my pets on there at the end. Y'all have a blessed week.